You know, we need Mr. Rogers more than ever because it is getting very nasty out there. The Republican candidate for Montana's congressional seat, Greg Gianforte, was caught on audio tape allegedly attacking a reporter from The Guardian. Take a listen.
To the CBO score, because you know you were waiting to make your decision about health care until you saw the bill and it just came out. And what you thought
we'll talk to you about that later.
Yeah, but there's not going to be time. I'm just curious if you have the
speak
right
with
now.
Shane, please.
Sick and tired of you guys. The last time I came here, you did the same thing. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. The last guy did the same thing. You were the Guardian?
Yes, and you just broke my glasses.
The last guy did the same damn thing.
You just body slammed me and broke my glasses.
So a crew from Fox News backs up the reporter's claim that he was body slammed. And, you know, this gentleman faces assault charges. But it's not just the politicians. People are brawling on planes. Teachers are fighting each other in school. Why is everyone on such edge? What is happening?
Well, the country, as she just pointed out, the country is in trouble.
Yeah.
We're being led by a child, basically. Someone who causes trouble. Everywhere he goes, he causes trouble. And he says things that are inflammatory wherever he goes. I think we have a tape of him, the way he attacked the press over the past year or so. Let's see the tape.
Cases, the very, very dishonest press doesn't want to report it. Especially the political press. They're the most dishonest people. I'm not going to give you a question.
Can you state categorically?
You are fake news.
You see, so I mean, he has thrown the ball into the court, and basically what he's doing is he's giving permission for people to act. He's doing, and this guy in particular, just one point, he went. This guy, I can't stand him because he went prairie dog hunting with one of the Trump kids, Hans or Fritz, one of those two.
This Congress?
Gianforte went hunting for prairie dogs for sport. I was reading about it. It's like, well, this for fun. They're killing these little animals who basically, I was reading, are very intelligent and communicate with each other. Now, what kind of a moron acts like that?
But do you think it's fair to blame President Trump for this this attack?
I'm not blaming him directly. You can't say you caused this A to B, but look at what you just saw. And that's just a very small sample of the way he attacks the press.
Hold on. Oh, sure. We're going to keep talking about this when we get back. Remember where we were. We'll be right back.
This reporter said, quote, "It's unfortunate that this aggressive behavior from a liberal journalist created this seat at our campaign volunteer barbecue." I heard that and I said, why are you bringing politics into this? What does that sound like? That sounded like Trump, because somehow the fact that this was a liberal journalist, he kept saying he's from The Guardian. That bothered me. This is not about politics. This is about assault.
That is the point. It's because of The Guardian that this Gianforte went berserk on him. Because The Guardian has recently accused him of having business ties to Russian companies that are under sanction. Everybody's involved with Russia.
Yeah.
So The Guardian has been after this guy. So this one was, he panicked and he turned on him immediately. He was threatened by him. That's what happened.
It's also a talking point that he came out with that Trump has echoed many times, which is that when you do something wrong, you blame the liberal media. This guy did nothing wrong, but do his job as a reporter.
But I can really votes in. Did the votes go in before this happened?
Yes, that's the thing. 50% of voting has already...
7 out of 10.
7 out of 10 votes have already been cast because of early voting.
So he's
in
going to win
Montana.
anyway.
So the question is,
nobody want to know this. If this is your idea of conflict resolution,
you change your vote now. That's the question. Will he be elected nonetheless, right? But what's interesting is I was looking up, you know, you would think he's been charged with misdemeanor assault. So you would think, well, somebody that's been convicted of assault can't run, can't be a congressperson.
He has not been convicted, right.
But yes, the Constitution allows that.
Because so in the early days, they used to beat each other up all the time. They would just smack the poop out of everybody. But, you know, the interesting thing that might also have put this out there is there was first a very big divide between him, he was the assumed winner.
Yes.
And then the gentleman who he's running against has closed the gap. And it is now a very, very tight.
People in Montana have to come out.
But
folks are, you know.
He got, the Trump won by 20% more in that area.
Yeah, but you know what?
It's Trump land.
But it may be Trump land, but, you know, people have been watching what's been going on, and we don't know how people feel. So I would not ever write off or say that this is a done deal because we never know.
I will say, as a journalist, I feel that the media is under attack, constantly under attack.
Yeah.
We are on the front lines, and it is a very uncomfortable place to be, but it's such an important place to be because it's of the First Amendment. We have to report these
Why would
things.
you run for public office, though, if you don't... sorry to cut you off, Sonny. Why would you run for public office if you can't take a tough question?
Well, because we've seen that. We've seen that people who can't take tough questions seem to be able to, things peel off of them. But I think people are getting tired of seeing that because regardless of what you thought of Obama, he could take a tough question.
One more thing about this guy. This guy made millions and millions of dollars before he was 30 years old.
Yeah.
Then he got bored. This is because he has to have something to do. That's what this is about.
Well, I have a must-do, to be fair. Gianforte's spokesman said, after asking Jacobs to lower the recorder, that's the reporter, Jacobs declined. Greg then attempted to grab the phone that was pushed in his face. Jacobs grabbed Greg's wrist and spun away from Greg, pushing them both to the ground. It's unfortunate that this aggressive behavior from a liberal journalist created this scene at our campaign volunteer BBQ. I have to say, though, that the Fox News reporters that were there say that did not happen. That
No
this
one has
report was not
corroborated that
aggressive.
story.
Has corroborated this story except this guy. And you know what? Just because you call somebody liberal media does not mean you can put your hands on them.
That's right.
Sorry.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.